Okay, thanks everyone. Okay, we're joined now by Ashia Strong from Wichita State. Ashia, can we get your initial thoughts on the game, please, and we expect for the upcoming matchup against USF, please?
We definitely got to play hard. We got to stay focused. We got to watch a lot of film to see what they run. We have to be patient, see what the defensive gives us, and go with Coach Adams' game plan.
Great. We'll take questions for Ashia, please. If you can just feel free to chime in, ask a question, and go from there.
Ashia, this was a season high for you. What was clicking today?
I'm sorry?
It was a season high for you today with 24 points. What was clicking for you today?
The first half, I know I needed to come out and be stronger. So I definitely started rebounding more, and then my offense just opened up for me.
And just what was it like just to be able to go out and get this first round victory and be able to move on to the quarterfinals?
It definitely means something. We got 10 strong. We got 10 strong players. So it definitely means something coming off of a struggling season. So it's a new season now. We ready.
Ashia, this is the team you went to overtime with last week, earlier in the week. This game looked like it might have been headed that way. Then all of a sudden it's an 8-0 run and you guys are in control in the end. What was the difference in that finishing kick that you had?
Definitely the energy. We was all fired up. Coach Adams had us fired up during the media timeout. So we all just got into the game and said, this is our game. We win it. We're not going home tonight. And we came out with the win.
Any other questions for Ashia?
Yeah, I got one. Hey, just this time of year, y'all are playing just for your lives day in and day out. Does that change your mentality at all when you come to the gym, or is it kind of the same thing every day right now?
No, my mentality never changes. I just definitely know that I gotta work hard, always room for improvement, getting better every day, taking it game by game, day by day, scouting players, and just working on ourselves as a team.
Thank you.
Okay, any further questions? All right, thank you, Ashia. Congratulations on the win, and we'll see you back tomorrow.
Thank you.
Coach, thanks for joining us. We're joined now by Coach Keitha Adams from Wichita State. Coach, we'll take your opening thoughts on the game, please, and then we'll open up to questions.
I thought today was a competitive, spirited game. Felt like we weathered a storm in the second quarter with having Seraphine, DJ, and Trajada Colbert all with 2 fouls. We went to our bench and thought we hung in there pretty good. It was a 2-point difference at half, and we went a pretty good stretch without those guys. So I was proud of our bench, and then thought the second half, Ashia started rebounding more, and our goal as a team was to, have 14 or less turnovers, and we had 10. So we took pretty good care of the basketball. We wanted 18 assists. We had 20 assists, which I thought showed we shared the ball and made some nice, good passes and played well with one another. And then we won the boards, which that's always an important thing. And, we felt like we respect their guard play and their shooting ability. And they were driving the ball on us and getting to the free throw line quite a bit. So fourth quarter, we went zone and it ended up, I think, kind of changing the momentum. We switched up our defenses in the fourth quarter. Thought we executed some plays nicely down the stretch and hit some big shots and got a good win today.
We'll take questions for Coach Adams, please. Feel free to just chime in and ask your question, please.
Yeah, Coach, just what is it like now to be able to advance to the quarterfinals here and pick up another first-round win like last year?
Well, we're excited. I think, for our team, we feel like we're in a situation right now that we've not been in really, to be honest with you, all year. We've had 8 players, 7 players. For us to have 10 players, man, we feel like $1 million. It's like we literally have not experienced having 10 players healthy this season. So to have everybody and to have 10 strong, at the right time. And I'm just really proud of our team because we really went through some hard challenges and our numbers. I mean, we had a couple weeks where we only had 5 players that could practice. We've had a lot of disruption, and that's been very frustrating and very, very challenging. You have 2 players out, you get them back, and then another 2 went out. I mean, it just was like playing cards, and trying to get any kind of rhythm and continuity is pretty difficult with that. And so, for us to have 10 and for us to be here, I think we showed a lot of resilience and mental toughness throughout the season. And we didn't quit, even though we were facing adversity. So we're here, and now let's just go play ball. And it feels great to have all 10 of these kids. I'm really proud of them. They're strong women, and we're here to play ball. So it's great.
Hey, Coach, you just kind of touched on this a bit. You talked about having 10 players the first time. It feels like forever. And Asia, when she was just on, she said this feels like a whole new season. When you got, a daunting task, the number 1 seed in front of you tomorrow, does that kind of give you a little boost of confidence knowing that, this is different than the last time we met, and this is a different team right now?
Well, let me tell you, when we played South Florida, we went down and played them, and we had 7 players. We played them, number 18th team in the country, and we had 6 scholarship players and 1 walk-on. And we got on the plane and we went down there, and we could have canceled that game because the rule in the conference is 7 scholarship players. But we had 7, and we went and played them, and we had a very competitive 3 quarters. And then they kind of went 3-6-9. They hit like 3 threes in a row, and it got a little bit of away from us, but with 7 of us, we competed hard. So it's going to feel, we've got a lot of respect for their team and their program, but it feels great that we know we're going to be playing with 10 players tomorrow, which we didn't have that.
And, I think that kind of just speaks to the mentality of this team. Throughout college basketball, the men's and women's side, teams have canceled at any slight inconvenience, but you went down there to play a ranked team. For the people that did make that trip, for the people that are watching, and now when you get to this point, how big of a confidence boost is that? And what does it say about the mentality of your team?
I just think it shows, it's just the mentality of our entire group, the coaches and our players, because I'll be honest with you, and I've said this, I have absolutely no judgment on any of the teams whose seasons stopped, and that they ended their season. I place no judgment on those programs. They've got to decide what's best for them and their players. But I know we had situations this year that we could have shut our season down. We had 2 weeks, we had 5 players practicing, and that's pretty deflating, and it's hard, and it's, but we just, I don't know, the idea of quitting our season and all, our players, we've got kids who want to play. We've got kids who need to play. I think the thing is thinking about not playing and watching other people play. Like, if you love the game and you want to play, it's gonna really stink that you're watching other teams play and you're not getting to play, especially if you love to play. So I just think that even though we had moments that we were not in a good situation and it was very challenging, quitting was not an option that we ever wanted. And even though it's been a hard stretch. So I just think it's just showed us a very, very mentally tough group of young ladies.
Other questions for Coach?
Coach, one of those 10 strong was Ashia Strong, and she had a season high today. Was she doing looking good in practice this week, or what was she doing today that she was able to break out?
She's been a really good player for us all season. I think the thing that, what I'm really proud of her most is that the second half, she hit the boards and got her rebounding going, which was great. And, I think her rebounding really jump-started her game. And, I think that when we recruited her, the thing that she knows is that we have a lot of belief in her. I believe in her. And, we've allowed her to play both inside and outside. We've got a vision for her at Wichita State and a vision for her after she's at Wichita State. So she's a good ball player, really, really good person, good heart. and definitely somebody that we are excited about having in our program. She was a game changer today.
Coach, congratulations on the win today. Look forward to seeing you back tomorrow.
Thank you, guys. Take care and be safe.
Thanks.
Okay, we're joined now by Tulsa head coach Matilda Mossman. Coach, if we could just get your thoughts about the game, and then we'll open up to questions, please. Oh, hold on, Coach. If we could just see if we could just unmute the computer there. If Andrea is with you, she could just hit unmute on the screen. Bear with me.
Today, I feel like the longer we played, the better Wichita State shot it. Ashia Strong was a beast in the second half. They started isolating for different players, and we got 3 freshmen on the floor, and we just couldn't get stops. And but I look at our last 2 games, we've scored over 60 points, and all year long we'd only gotten I think 5 games where we scored more than 60, and that was a key to us getting wins, was let's score 60. Well, the last 2 games we've scored we scored over 60 and then lost. So congratulations, Wichita, great effort by them. Even with their foul trouble they got into in the first half, I think the key was we could not get enough of a lead while 3 of their starters were out. And that was the difference. Once those guys came back in the second half, we just couldn't contain them.
Great. We'll open the questions now for Coach Mossman, please. Feel free to just chime in with your question.
Coach, your team offensively did a nice job with dribble penetration, and then somewhere early in the fourth quarter, they switched to a zone. Did that bother you a little bit? It looked like that might have stolen them a few possessions, and then they kept scoring.
It did. They started bringing some junk at us, and a couple of our players were getting a little freaked out, if you will. They played some box and 1. They played some triangle and 2. They boxed and 1 Yvette for a minute, then they boxed and 1 Maya for a minute, and then they were face guarding both of them. And then when they went to that zone, I think it just made us stop moving. We did so much standing when they went to that zone, and it had an effect on our offense.
Other questions?
Coach, normally your defense has been really good, but for some reason, Wichita State kind of found the key in some respects these last 2 games. But normally your defense has held you in ball games.
Well, they've got a couple of people in different positions. Surfing Baston is a really crafty point guard. She sets the table. She makes everything work. And while you're worried about containing her, she's finding the next weak link. And then you've got post players for them who we're trying to guard with a freshman and an undersized kid and freshman off the bench. And so we just couldn't seem to stop their inside game. And it was just different people coming at us. They were isolating bigs on the block, then they'd isolate Baston at the top, and then they'd isolate Strong at the high post. So they were just taking advantage where we had weaknesses.
Coach, such a challenging year. What did you learn about your group of young women this year?
Well, I learned that they're going to compete no matter what, no matter if we're walking on one leg or, we've had multiple people that can't even practice the day after a game. And we took a lot of time off after the first Wichita State game, just so people could heal a little bit. And I can probably name 3 people on our roster that aren't injured in some way out of our 12. And then we got 2 people sitting at home with doing ACL rehab. So it's been a tough year from an injury standpoint. But, again, I'm proud of the way our guys have fought through it. None of them have said, "Hey, coach, I can't go anymore." It's always been, "I'll give you what I got." And, we got to be good with that.
Final questions for Coach Mossman, please. Well, Coach, thank you for your time today.
Okay. Are you guys ready for Maya?
We are. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, we're joined now by Tulsa guard Maya Bayberry. Maya, can we just get your thoughts on the game today and maybe in the season as a whole?
I'm proud of my team today. We fought hard. We played hard. I think it came down to the defensive end. We didn't get enough stops. We let them get off and score too many points at the end of it all. So,
Questions for Maya, please?
Maya, can you kind of put into words what this first year has been like for you at the University of Tulsa? You had the year off, or the year where you had the red shirt and that sort of thing. So what has this first year been like for you?
For this year for me has been great. It has, just because I just feel like I missed out on so much from my redshirt year. I knew I had to come in, work hard to get back, and be ready to play this year. Tulsa has been an amazing place for me. Everything is working out the way it's supposed to be. I feel like there's more coming.
And just to follow that up, then, in terms of your thoughts of the future and good young players, obviously your sister is one of them, but with the players you have coming back, you feel good about the future?
I do. I have total confidence in this team next year. I'm excited. I'm ready.
And in this challenging year, talk a little bit about how you and your teammates grew as a group this year.
I think this.
Off the court.
Okay, yeah. I think this COVID year, we started off with our first 4 games being canceled right off the bat. We didn't start till mid-December. So I think that was a automatic, okay, let's come together. We've missed these 4 games. We're coming right out the gate playing against a Big 12 school. I think that was the beginning of us coming together as a team. And as the year progressed, there are continuous ups and downs, but we've continued to just stay together, work hard. Yeah.
Any final questions for Maya, please? Maya, thank you for giving us a few minutes today. I appreciate it.
Thank
Best of
you.
luck. All right. Okay, that concludes our press conference today. Again, the information will be available on theamerican.org/WPB.
Yeah.
Anything else? Thank you.
In the summer league, everybody ran a zone against us because we just drove. Yeah.